Here we go. Now remember, our DJ has been playing all the hit songs from the year 2025. And I'm sure that you guys are having a blast just as we are right here, because 2025 was a good year musically speaking for the 254 and the entire East Africa as a whole. Now let's get into our final conversation of the morning, and I am joined by a beauty queen. Yes, she's here all crowned, looking so beautiful. You cannot tell that she has just landed in the country like an hour ago. She's all jet lagged, but you can't even tell. That is the one and only Miss Africa International 2025-2026. Her name is Stephanie Oben.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Nice to see you again.
Good to see you again. The last time you were here, you had come as Miss Cameroon, Germany.
Yes.
That's the crown you had on.
Exactly.
Now, in less than, I think it's just been months, you're here all crowned up again with a whole new other title and crown as now Miss Africa International. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
How have you been?
I've been great, and as promised, I told myself I would always come back to Nairobi, and here I am in Nairobi.
It's a pleasure. You came directly because the pageant was happening in
Nigeria on Saturday, just this last Saturday, yeah.
So you just finised it and
straight to Nairobi.
Back to Nairobi. This is home now for you, for sure. Cameroonians, we have taken this one. You let us know who you want us to swap her with. Anyway, tell me about now this title, Miss Africa International.
Yeah, Miss Africa International is a platform for women, by women, and with women in mind. So it promotes gender equality, which is for women, of course, and entrepreneurship, and of course it promotes leadership in women, that women should take up space and should put themselves out there and get involved in more leadership positions. So in Nairobi, I'm actually hosting a workshop. It's called the Wear Your Crown workshop for young women to just help them come out of their comfort zone, because I believe that every woman has a hidden crown in them, and you just need that person that will encourage them so they can see that invisible crown. That's why it's called the Wear Your Crown workshop. Yeah,
love it. How was the competition this time round, and how different was it from the other pageants that you've participated?
Honestly, the competition this time around was more difficult, because I'm used to competing against people where the one thing that makes me stand out is being African, right? So this time around I was competing with African women from all over the continent, more than 20 different countries, and it felt like, okay, so what makes me different? So I had to really dig deep and think, okay, why am I the right ambassador of this crown? Why am I the right representative of this crown? And once I did that, it made me learn to know myself more and made me stand out then.
Yeah, so you had contestants coming from different parts of Africa.
Yes.
How many countries were being represented?
So this year we had 20 countries, but because of the political unrest, people were a bit scared to come to Nigeria, but we had just had 20 countries, but normally we always have almost more than 40 countries at the competition.
More than 20?
So yeah, normally more than 20, but now this year we had 20 countries. Yes,
you had 20 countries this time round.
Yeah.
That is really, it's no mean feat, you know, competing against 20 countries, 20 African countries. Each country had a representative to get to represent, you know, their country as they also go for that title of Miss Africa International. So you emerging as the winner is something that is so big, and yes, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
So your passion project for this was what you just mentioned.
Yes, exactly, the Wear Your Crown. So when I wanted to get into this, I wanted something that I was already working on. I wanted to show people that you can be a beauty queen and still do stuff, because many people think beauty queens just stand up and say, hey, I want to change the world, I want world peace, but they don't do anything about it. So immediately as I got crowned, I said, hey, let's go to Nairobi, and the Miss Africa organization is such an amazing organization that they're already ready to help out. So they're like, okay, if you want to go to Nairobi, we'll go to Nairobi. And that's why we're here immediately, just a few days after. It's work, work, work. There's no sleep for a beauty queen. Non-stop.
And that's the other thing, like most people don't put that into consideration. Like when we see you looking all glammed up, you know, always with your heels on, always looking glamorous 24/7 with your makeup on, sometimes we tend to forget the work that goes behind that, or the work that supersedes you know, all of that, you know, after getting that crown, the work that you have to take in afterwards, because we just assume, you just need to look pretty and that's it. But there's a lot that goes into it. Before even, you know, you get to be crowned, I'm sure there was like a boot camp.
Yes,
and it's usually not easy. So take us through that part, you know, before you get to the point where now you've been crowned. Take us through that journey.
It was 1 week non-stop activities, morning, afternoon, evening. Some girls almost fainted because they were so tired because they did not have that stamina. So we visited different parts of Abuja. We got to see the zoo. We had rehearsals non-stop. We got to go to the Youth in Parliament Forum in Nigeria, where we were all named ambassadors of our countries. So these are the opportunities that you gain as someone who is part of a competition. I was just a normal village girl from my countries, somewhere in Cameroon. I wouldn't have ever dreamed to be an ambassador of such an initiative, because this initiative is directly linked to the National Assembly in Nigeria. So for young girls like us that come from nothing, you see how the kind of opportunities that pageantry gives us. And I just really hope that more women and more people will invest in pageantry, not just international pageants. Miss World is good, Miss Universe is good, but Miss Africa International, it is for the continent, for women on the continent. And it is very important that we send our girls or our ladies to these pageants so we can promote our own continent. It's not just about promoting, you know, the world, but promoting Africa, because it's time for Africa. It's always been time for Africa.
It's time for Africa. Yes, it is truly our time. And you know, that crown is a heavy one, because as you mentioned, you're now an ambassador, not just a Cameroon, you're not just an ambassador for Cameroon as a country, but you're an ambassador for Africa as a continent. And this also comes with you being looked as a role model by many girls, you know, girls in Cameroon, the village that you just mentioned. You came from a small village in Cameroon. I can imagine girls from there, you know, girls who are seeing you right now, and that they maybe are not sure if they are fit, you know, to take up such crowns. Like, what would be your word for that little girl who's watching right now and they are stunned by, you know, just what you're able to do, as they also wish to get to that point?
What I always say is, I just take myself as an example. You don't have to be 100% ready. You don't have to be the richest person on the planet. You don't have to be the most flamboyant or the most ready person. You just have to take that one step. I know it sounds easy. It sounds like I'm just talking because I'm here already. But I'm literally just a little girl from a village that grew up and that saw that she wanted to achieve something. And I took the step. I worked on myself. I took classes, workshops, and I know many African girls do not have access to all of this. That's why I'm bringing the Wear Your Crown workshop here to Nairobi, to just encourage them with a little I can, to say, hey, I know you don't have access to this, but with this, you can at least start. This is how you start. This is what you're supposed to do. But you have to be able, and you have to be okay with putting yourself out there. Nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself, and you have to do the research and take those steps and work really hard on yourself. And with that, you can achieve your goals little by little. Even if you fail, I've failed many times. This is not my first pageant, or this is not my first rodeo. I've failed many times in many different things, but one thing that made me stand out is that I did not stop. I kept on going. So you have to try, put in the work, fail, and learn from your failure and keep doing it.
Keep going.
Yes.
Yeah, do not, falling is okay, but staying down is the issue. Always get up and keep going. I love that. Now, as we finalize, you know, that Wear Your Crown initiative, the reason behind that name, because it seems so obvious, but I know there's reason behind it. Wear Your Crown. It must carry, you know, a lot of weight too. So what made you decide this will be the name of my initiative?
Because Wear Your Crown, it mainly just means wear your confidence. The crown stands for confidence, because there are many girls out there, as you said, that want to be like me or many other beauty queens, but they don't have that confidence to go after their dreams. So the initiative is there to show women that every single woman has what it takes in her, but you just need your eyes open to be able to see that confidence that is in you, and it's just there to promote you, to hold your hand towards it and give you that confidence to just go after your goal. So it's mainly about confidence. Yeah.
So your crown means that confidence. Just wear your confidence. Be yourself.
Yes. Be confidently you.
trust in who you are
Exactly.
and be confidently you, as you put
Exactly.
it. I love that. So you've mentioned it's happening in Nairobi. Where exactly in Nairobi?
At iHit.
At
iHit.
iHit.
At the Kilimani. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Starts at 9 a.m. So we already have people who have registered online, because I really cross-check every single person that registers to make sure that they are ready to put themselves out there. You know, because there are girls who want to do it, but they're really a bit too shy. They're not ready yet. But it takes place every single year. So we want girls that are ready to work, ready to learn, ready to, you know, take what they've learned and put into practice, and, you know, network with like-minded individuals. So yeah.
So it's for the ladies who are in that world, the beauty world.
And who want to join the beauty world.
And who want to also join.
Exactly.
All right. Have you mentioned the dates?
It's on the 13th of December from 9 a.m.
All right, 13th of December from 9 a.m. You have a date, you have a plan that Stephanie has given to us. If you're a lady who is in love with pageantry, if you're a lady who would love to get into the beauty world and you feel like you are ready for it, you just need a little push, that is why she is here, and she will be helping you with that. Thank you so very much, Stephanie, for gracing our show this morning. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for the initiative that you're doing for the girls of the continent. Maybe your final remarks as you say goodbye to them, as you also let them know where they can follow you on social media, and if there's a page for Wear Your Crown as well.
Yes, there's a page for Wear Your Crown. So if you want to apply, you just go to WYC Community on Instagram and you click on the link in our bio, or you just go straight to Google WYC/community.com. There you can register to be a part of the program. I just also wanted to shout out the people of Kenya for always being so welcoming. That's why I always come back. So good morning, especially to you, people of Kenya, and shout out to the Simply Feminine Network for giving me this opportunity the first time, and also for supporting this initiative. And of course, a big shout out to Miss Africa International for naming me as their ambassador, and thank you once again for having me.
All right, there you have it from the beauty queen herself, Miss Oben, Miss Africa International 2025-2026, and this is where we get to end this particular interview and conversation.